all games. To find out more information about the Boulder Collegians, please go to bouldercollegians.com and bring up the links. Learn a little bit about the Boulder Collegians, the history of the team, and the players who are representing you tonight from all over the country.
So Emma, you can use my microphone, correct? Okay.
Sorry. Sorry, earlier. I took the water. I'm sorry. It's
Sitting on the floor.
Well, the hose is super leaky and it gets all over. It's just like when swimming.
It's okay.
What?
Cooler today.
What?
The chair was wet. Right from the bottom.
Dead air is killing me. Should have music on.
Yeah. Let's see why we cannot.
I'm not
So you
doing
plug
it.
that
I
in,
want
but
to
you
get
don't
yelled at
need
by-
it.
And Peyton Remy. Batting first, number 2, the shortstop, Liam O'Connor. 2. Batting second, number 1, the third baseman, Bo McKee. 1. Batting third, number 5, the designated hitter, Jack Novak. Batting fourth, number 23, the first baseman, Jackson Phillips. Batting fifth, number 15, the catcher, Jack Carver. Batting sixth, number 12, the right fielder, Caden Johnson. Batting seventh, number 7, the left fielder, Colton Gray. Batting 8, number 8, the second baseman, Braden Harbin. And batting ninth, playing center field, Braylon Bell. And pitching for the Colorado Slammers, number 45, Jeremy Bergeron. And now for your 2-time defending Mile High Collegiate League, Boulder Collegians. Batting first, number 2, the shortstop from Miliana, Hawaii, Hunter Hiriana. Batting second, number 27, the designated hitter from Scottsdale, Arizona, Matt Rapp. Batting third, number 29, the first baseman from Boulder, Colorado, Luke Pemberton. And batting fourth, number 17, the center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Cole Lucky. Batting fifth, number 18, the third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant. Batting sixth, number 13, from Arvada, Colorado, Braden Thompson. Batting seventh, number 3, from Springs, Texas, Cash McNicholas. Batting 8, number 12, the right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, Hank Hemrick. Batting 9th, number 30, the catcher, Rocco Casano. And replacing John Tater on the mound for the Boulder Collegians, pitcher number 1 from Boulder, Colorado, Caden Calcao. Now we ask that those of you who can rise, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we stand for the national anthem sung this evening by Emma Swartz, representing the Boulder Children's Chorale.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, great job, Emma. Emma Swartz, representing the Boulder Children's Chorale.
You were nervous?
Let's have a great day today. Enjoy the festivities, folks, and welcome to Scott Carpenter Park for your Boulder Collegians.
Good job. 6:04, let's go.
Oh, thanks for having us.
We're leaving.
Right Kingdom Real Estate, the Boulder, Blue Federal Credit Union, SportsReference.com, and all the people who work for your Boulder Chamber of Commerce.
All right, hello everybody watching on YouTube, and welcome into Scott Carpenter Park for Boulder Collegians baseball. No doubleheader today, just one 9-inning game, but your Boulder Collegians will be taking on the Slammers this evening. Teams have met once this year for a doubleheader. Collegians swept the Slammers back in their second outing of the season. So looking to make it 3-0 on the year. Starting for your Collegians this evening is number 1, Caden Calcao, 5'11" righty out of Boulder, Colorado, graduate of Boulder High School. and will be headed to Embry-Riddle University next year. Calcayo making his 5th appearance for the Collegians this summer. In the previous 4, he's gone 8 1/3 innings and has given up just 3 hits and 2 earned runs, so has been a solid option, mostly out of the pen, but gets the start on the bump
And
today.
now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 2, the shortstop, Liam O'Connor. 2.
Liam O'Connor, the shortstop, is in to get things going for the Slammers, as Calcayo misses with the first pitch of the night for ball 1.
The first pitch, 6:06.
This is a non-league game for the Collegians, so it won't affect their standing in the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League, where they currently sit in first place as O'Connor grounds one over to first. Luke Pemberton, playing first tonight, will do it himself, and that is out number 1.
This play by Luke, 1 out. Batting next for Colorado Slammers, number 1, the third baseman, Bo McKee. 1.
Bo McKee, the third baseman, in second to face Calcayo here with 1 out. As the first pitch to McKee is in there. Good fastball from Calcayo for a strike to start off the Slammers' third baseman in his first at-bat of the evening. In the field for the Collegians tonight, Luke Pemberton is in at first in the usual spot of Matt Graff, who will be doing the designated hitting. No Gavin Acosta for the Collegians in this one, so Cash McNicholas in his place at second. Hunter Hirayama over at short, and Jackson Bryan out at third. Outfield is more the same for Boulder. Braden Thompson in left, Cole Luckey in center, and Hank Hemrick out in right. And behind the plate, it is going to be number 30, Rocco Casano, making his first appearance of the season for the Collegians. Here's the 1-2 now from Calcayo. That one's fouled off by McKee. Jack Novak, designated hitter, on deck for the Slammers. Another 1-2 coming now from Calcayo. And swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from Caden Calcayo, and he's on the board with his first strikeout of the night. And there's 2 down here in the top of the first.
Batting next for the Colorado Slammers, number 5, the designated hitter, Jack Novak. 5.
Jack Novak, the 3-hole hitter, is in next for the Slammers with 2 down. First pitch from Calcayo, that misses outside. And Novak ahead 1-0. Next pitch from Calcayo, that one's in there. Good pitch, and it's back even. We've seen Calcayo often this year as a pinch runner on the bases. But in here on the bump for the 5th time this year for the Collegians. Here's the 1-1. That one is driven out to left field by Novak. Thompson moving back, running out of room, and it's gone! A home run for Jack Novak. Good start here for the underdog Slammers, as the solo shot by Jack Novak gives them a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first.
Batting next for the Colorado Slammers, number 23, the first baseman, Jackson Phillips, 23.
Breaking ball from Calcayo, just caught a little too much of the plate. Novak, credit to him for jumping on it and taking it over the left field fence. Jackson Phillips, the first baseman, hitting cleanup for the Slammers. Here's the 1-0 to Phillips. That one's in there for a strike, just catches the corner. Here's the next pitch from Calcayo. That one misses outside, and it's 2-1 now to the first baseman, Jackson Phillips. Two-one just upstairs from Calcayo, and it's 3-1. Calcayo had only given up 3 hits coming into this one, but had walked 8. The control had been an issue at times. Still in it, 3-1. And gets a swing and a miss there. Good pitch, and it's 3-2. Two outs. Payoff pitch coming. Swung on and fouled down the first base line. Ball ran in on the hands of Phillips, but did a good job to get around on it. Just a little early. Another 3-2 fouled off by Phillips. Good AB here for the Slammers cleanup man, making Calcayo work to get out of this first inning. Three-two from Calcayo, misses down and in. Good AB from Phillips there to draw the walk. And with 2 outs and a 1-run lead, the Slammers have a runner on first now as Jack Carver steps in.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 15, the catcher, Jack Carver, 15.
Jack Carver is the next man in for the Slammers, playing behind the dish on defense tonight as he takes strike 1 on a good breaking ball from Calcayo. Here's the 0-1 now. That one's down and away. Good stop by Casano to keep the runner at home. And they're all square now, 1 apiece. One and one. That one's in there for a strike. Carver checks the swing, but it finds the zone anyways. And it is 1-2. Breaking ball on the 1-2, fouled off. So Carver's still in this one. Here's Calcayo now with another 1-2. That one's up high. Carver checks the swing, and it's ball 2. Calcayo trying to get him to bite on the high fastball. Good take from the Slammers catcher. And he will see a 2-2 now. Breaking ball inside, but swung and fouled off. Good first inning at the plate for the Slammers so far. Obviously the solo home run, but working the count on Calcayo. Another 2-strike pitch. That one's in there. Strike 3 called, so second strikeout for Caden Calcayo. As he gets Jack Carver looking to end the top of the first. Slammers leading 1-0 on the solo shot from Jack Novak, and we will see the Collegians at the plate when we come back.
And now, leading off for your Boulder Collegians, number 2, the shortstop from Miliana, Hawaii, Hunter Hirayama. 2.
All right, welcome back. Hunter Hirayama will lead off the Collegians' half of the first as they look to make up that 1-0 deficit. Hirayama takes strike 1 from the Slammers starter, number 45, the righty Jeremy Bergeron.
No, 1901. Yeah, no, that's a...
0-1 from Bergeron now.
Okay.
That one's
Thank you,
grounded
though.
hard over to third, fielded by the third baseman Bo McKee and thrown on to first for out number 1.
And now batting second for your Boulder Collegians, number 27, the designated hitter from Scottsdale, Arizona, Matt Graff, 21.
Matt Graff, the DH, is next for Boulder with 1 out here in the first. And he takes the first pitch, grounds it over to short. Nice backhand stop and a throw over by the shortstop, Liam O'Connor. And quickly, there's 2 down here in the first after a couple of nice plays.
Excellent play by
on the left side
number
of the
2,
infield.
Liam O'Connor, there at shortstop, route number 2. Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 29, the first baseman from your hometown of Boulder, Colorado, Luke Pemberton, 29.
All right, hitting third for Boulder is Luke Pemberton. Playing first today. Usually see him out in right field. Pemberton had an RBI triple in Game 1 against the Generals his last time out. Pemberton takes that one and chops it high over to third. Fielded by McKee, thrown on the run, and that one's offline. And Pemberton is going to get in safely here. So the first is extended on the error, and that'll bring in Cole Lucky.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians in the fourth spot, number 17, center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Cole Lucky, 17.
Cole Lucky, number 17, is next, the Collegian center fielder. Next pitch is up high, runner is going, and Pemberton's in there with the stolen base. So good base running there with 2 outs by the Collegians' first baseman, and Boulder now with a runner in scoring position with Cole Lucky ahead in the count 1-0. Next pitch to Lucky, swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Bergeron. And it's 1-1. Lucky swings and misses at another one. So 2 strikes now on Lucky here with 2 outs. Lucky had 3 RBIs on Monday down in Denver against the Generals. And chance for another here. 1-2. Here comes Bergeron. And good pitch. Good eye by Lucky to take that one. Moving away from him. And it's 2-2. Now that one's outside. Good stop by the catcher Carver. And it is 3-2 to Cole Lucky here with 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. That one swung and fouled straight back by Lucky, so he stays alive. Runner goes on the 3-2. That one's high for ball 4. Pemberton's in with the stolen base as Carver cannot handle it. Bobbles the exchange. And Lucky draws the walk here with 2 outs.
Batting next in the 5th position, number 18, third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant, 18.
Third baseman Jackson Bryant is up next for the Collegians. Runners on the corners now, so after 2 quick outs, Boulder is threatening to tie or take the lead here. Runner goes from first. Throw down is going to get cut off. Oddly, because it looked like it was going to be a close play. But it is cut off by the second baseman, Braden Harbin. So Lucky is in the second with the theft. So 2 in scoring position now for Jackson Bryant. And he takes a strike here. Good breaking ball from Bergeron to drop into the zone. That one swung on and missed for Bryant, and the count's 1-2 now. One, two now to Jackson Bryant. Swung on and fouled off. Good swing there to get a bat on it. Bergeron attacking up in the zone early here. And it is working. No hits allowed thus far. Just a walk and the error. I've put 2 men in scoring position for Boulder. Here's the 1-2. Bryant swings and jammed him, but he does get the wood on it. And he's still alive.
Still looking for the answer to the trivia question.
That one's grounded over to second. Fielded by Harbin and thrown on to first for out number 3. So a good job by Jeremy Bergeron to get out of the 2-out jam. And he preserves that 1-0 Slammers lead here after 1.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 12, the right fielder, Caden Johnson, 12.
All right, Caden Johnson, the right fielder, will lead it off for the Slammers here in the second. He takes the first pitch and just dribbles it foul for strike 1. Second inning of work for Calcayo. Just the 1 run allowed on the solo shot by Jack Novak. Ahead 0-1 here. Another one fouled off by Johnson, and he's behind 0-2. Calcayo with the 0-2 now. That one just misses outside. Good breaking ball from Calcayo on 0-2, and a great take by Caden Johnson to lay off. Slider started in the zone and ran away from the right-hander Caden Johnson. Here's the 1-2 now. And that one's up and in. Johnson backs off, and it's 2-2. Calcayo misses again, 3-2, so in danger of losing Johnson here from 0-2 ahead. That one's ripped by Johnson on 3-2, and it's through into center for a base hit. So a great AB there from Caden Johnson, down 0-2, comes back to 3-2 and gets the hit to lead off this top half of the second.
Batting next for the Slammers, number 7, the left fielder, Colton Gray, 7.
Next up is Colton Gray, the left fielder, for the Slammers. We're going to get a rally started in this inning and extend that lead. First pitch to Gray popped up. Casano moving back and slides and makes the catch. Nice job by Rocco Casano.
Beautiful play by Rocco Casano for out number 1. Now batting for the Slammers, number 8, the second baseman, Braden Harbin, 8.
That's how you make an impression on your new teammates right there. Rocco Casano with the sliding catch back against the backstop. And there's one out here in the second as the second baseman Braden Harbin steps in. In the field for the Collegians, Gavin Acosta has entered the game at third base, and Jackson Bryant has slid over to shortstop. In for Hunter Hirayama. Hirayama dealing with a quad injury. Nothing serious, but was never planning to finish tonight's game for precautionary reasons, as Harbin sends that one out to Hank Hemrick in right field, routinely under it for out number 2.
Then next for the Colorado Slammers, number 16, the center fielder, Braylon Bell, 16.
So 2 outs and a man on first for Braden Bell, the center fielder, hitting 9th for the Slammers tonight. And the first pitch skips in. Casano does a great job to stop it, but then makes an errant snap throw down to first. Runner was retreating, so does not advance to second. And no harm, count 1-0. Calcayo, runner goes here. That one's in there for a strike. Throw down is just late. Close play, but Caden Johnson is in with a stolen base. And the Slammers have a runner in scoring position now with 2 down.
Thank you very much. Thanks for handing those out for me.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
No.
Next pitch from Calcayo now. That one swung on and missed. Good pitch there. 2 strikes now to the center fielder, Braden Bell. And it's 1-2. Bell takes a cut, gets a bat on it. Slammer's doing a great job fouling off 2 strike pitches so far. staying alive in ABs, and it has worked out well for them. Plenty of base traffic so far in the first couple of frames. Here's Calcayo now with the 1-2. Fastball, that's in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Bell can't believe it. But Calcayo catches the outside corner with the fastball, and his third strikeout of the day ends this top half of the second, with the Collegians still trailing the Slammers 1-0.
Now batting, Braylon Thompson, number 13 from Arvada, Colorado, 13.
All right, welcome back. 6-7-8 here in the bottom of the second for the Collegians. Second inning for Jeremy Bergeron, and his first opponent is the left fielder Braden Thompson, who he starts off with strike 1. And Thompson checks a swing and catches the bat, fouled off. Thompson behind 0-2. Thompson hit a monster 2-run homer in the first inning of Game 1 against the Denver Generals on Monday afternoon, giving the Collegians a lead that they would never relinquish in Game 1 of the 2-game sweep. Thompson takes the 0-2 and rips it over to third. McKee fields, falling down, and throws it over to first. A couple of excellent plays on the left side of the Slammers infield, and there's one out.
That was Bo
Here in
McKee
the
with
second.
some play from third base. One out. Now batting, number 3, the second baseman from Springs, Texas, Cash McNicholas, 3.
Cash McNicholas is the 7 hitter for the Collegians.
What's your name? Kyrie? Go get a hot dog. Tell him it's on me.
Next pitch to McNicholas. Breaking ball misses outside. It's even 1-1. McNicholas, 6 plate appearances, but only 2 official ABs this year. No hits, but a walk, and has been hit by 3 pitches, incredibly. McNicholas scored all 4 times around, many of those against the Greeley Grays a couple weekends ago. Count is 1-2 to the second baseman, Cash McNicholas. And the breaking ball's in there, strike 3 called. Great pitch by Jeremy Bergeron, who is working the off-speed pitch effectively here early. And there's 2 down here in the second.
Batting next for the Boulder Collegians, number 12, the right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, Hank Hemrick, 12.
All right, Hank Hemrick in with 2 outs now. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Himrick didn't have a hit in the 2 games against the Generals, but walked twice. He is currently the home run leader for the Collegians on the season with 3, with a big pack chasing him right behind him at 2. Himrick sends this one out to left field. Colton Gray moving back, and he's under it, so a 1-2-3 inning for Jeremy Bergeron, who is off to a great start here at Scott Carpenter Park. And the Collegians still trail 1-0 after 2.
Number 2, the shortstop, Liam O'Connor, 2.
All right, welcome back. Liam O'Connor, the shortstop, will start it off for the Slammers here in the top of the 3rd. Top of the order due up for the Slammers here in the 3rd, looking to extend on that 1-0 lead. Caden Calcayo back on the bump here as he starts off with ball 1 upstairs. And Calcayo with a little bit of a pump fake there. Ump calls time. I'm not sure what for. And now we're back. Now's the 1-0 from Caden Calcayo. That one misses down and away for ball 2. Good take by O'Connor. Good fastball from Calcayo there. That finds the zone. O'Connor grounded out over to Pemberton at first to lead this one off back in the top half of the 1st. 2-1 from Calcayo now. That one's outside, 3-1. And 3-1 misses up high, so a leadoff walk to Liam O'Connor and another leadoff base runner for the Slammers as the 3rd baseman Bo McKee steps in.
Now batting for Colorado Slammers, number 1, the 3rd baseman, Bo McKee, 1.
McKee struck out his first time up First pitch to him. That one is just out of the zone for ball 1. Calcayo did not go with the slide step on that one, so we'll keep an eye on O'Connor over at first. And he gets McKee swinging and missing for strike 1. Good off speed there from Calcayo to get this one back even. Calcayo steps off now. O'Connell retreats to first, no throw. And now we'll step back on the rubber. McKee fouls that one back. Calcayo now 1-2. McKee fouls that one off again, and again, another slammer's hitter with 2 strikes, fending off pitches to stay alive. McKee calls for time now, still down 1-2. And that one's inside from Calcayo. Calcayo 2-2 now. That one is in there. Strike 3 called. And Bo McKee down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 5, the designated hitter, Jack Novak. 5.
All right, so Jack Novak is in now. Just took ball 1 from Caden Calcayo. As Calcayo will throw over to first to check on Liam O'Connor. Novak is the difference in the ballgame at the moment, as his solo shot has put the Slammers in front 1-0. Back in the first. Calcayo misses high fastball 2-0. Runner goes this time. Calcayo misses again. Throw from Casano is offline, and O'Connor is into second safely with the stolen base. Calcayo finds his own with the 3-0 fastball. Good pitch there. Novak ahead, can be picky, wait for one he likes. He will see a 3-1. was a hanging slider that Novak took deep back in the first. Calcayo been fastball heavy this AB. And another fastball is fouled off by Novak, so the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch now. Fastball, that's in there. Strike three. Great AB for Caden Calcayo, battling back from 3-0 down and striking out the big bat of Jack Novak. So a couple of strikeouts here in...
How about number 23, the first baseman, Jackson Phillips. 23.
A couple of strikeouts for Caden Calcayo after the leadoff walk, and there's 2 down here in the third. That one's ripped. First pitch by Jackson Phillips, and a diving stop made by Pemberton. Flips to Calcayo for the out. Great play by Luke Pemberton to end the inning.
Excellent team play by your Collegians.
So Collegians still trailing 1-0, but Caden Calcayo settling in on the bump. See if they can get him some run support in the bottom half of the third next.
Now batting number 30, the catcher, Rocco Casano, 30.
All right, welcome back. Bottom half of the third. Collegians still looking to get on the board here in this one against the Slammers. And it is the first AB of the season for the catcher, number 30, Rocco Casano, hitting ninth for Boulder in this one. And he fouls that one off. Count is even now, 1-1. Jeremy Bergeron still out there, has been rolling thus far. Bergeron misses high here to Casano. And it's 2-1. Bergeron home with the 2-1 now. And that one's in there for a strike. Good breaking ball from Jeremy Bergeron. Looks like the injured Hunter Hirayama has taken manager Tony Rucco's place as the third base coach for your Collegians here in this third inning. As Bergeron just misses with that breaking ball. 2-2 now to Rocco Cassano. That one finds his own. Strike 3 called. Great fastball from Bergeron. Just catches the corner. Cassano's down on strikes for out number 1. It's Acosta.
Now batting, replace of Hirayama, number 5 from Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Costa. 5.
Back to the top of the order for Boulder. It'll be the first AB of the night for Gavin Acosta in at third and in the leadoff spot in place of Hunter Hirayama, who, as I mentioned before, is dealing with that quad injury. Got 1 AB, but being held out for precautionary reasons here in this one, in a non-league game. Next pitch from Bergeron to Acosta. That one is just on the corner for a strike. Good pitch. Bergeron really painting the corners well early. Good pitch there for a strike, and it's strike 2 on Acosta. Acosta takes that one right back up the middle. Slow roller, and it's bobbled by O'Connor at short. Acosta was likely going to beat it out anyways on the slow roller right back at second base. So it'll go down as a hit in the scorebook, and Acosta's on with the 1-out single. So Matt Graff next.
Now batting, number 27 from Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona, 27, Matt Graff. 27.
1 out and the runner on first for Matt Graff. First pitch to him, fastball in there, and Bergeron ahead in a count once again. This time, Bergeron goes and checks over at first, but the throw is through. Acosta heading for second, and that throw is out into left. But Acosta, no chance to run, as the left fielder Gray is right there to back it up. So a throwing error on the pitcher Bergeron. About the only thing he's done wrong thus far in this one. And the Collegians now with the runner in scoring position here with 1 down. Next pitch from Bergeron. That one's in there for a strike. Strike 2 on Graff. Bergeron takes a couple of looks over at Acosta, home with the 0-2 now. Graff swings and grounds this one down the first base line. Fielded cleanly by the first baseman, Jackson Phillips. He'll do it himself for out number 2. Runner advances.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 29, the first baseman from Boulder, Colorado, playing out of Pepperdine University, Luke Pemberton. 29.
All right, next up is Luke Pemberton for the Collegians. RBI chance here with 2 outs, and Gavin Acosta standing over at third after the infield hit. And Pemberton takes strike 1 from Bergeron. Pemberton reached on the E5 his first time up, stole 2 bags, but was stranded over at third in the bottom half of the first. Pemberton grounds this one over to first, under the glove of Phillips, but fielded by the second baseman, Harbin. And it looked to be in time, but the ump's going to say Bergeron bobbled it over at first, and Pemberton is going to be safe.
Right push down
What's that?
And the Slammers manager not super thrilled with that call, is going to come out for an explanation.
While we're waiting for the discussion, we're still waiting for an answer of who was the first Colorado native, Denver native, to play for your Colorado Rockies. Prospects. Now batting from Glenview, Illinois, number 17, Cole Lucky, 17.
So a big play there for the Collegians as the run scores to tie this one up 1 apiece after Bergeron bobbled the throw over to first. So Pemberton reaches here with 2 outs. Acosta's in to score. This one's tied 1-1, and Cole Lucky swings through strike 1 from Bergeron. Here's the 0-1 coming now. Nope, he's going to go over to first. Close play. Pemberton is back with a little time to spare. Here's the 0-1 now from Bergeron to Cole Lucky. That one's inside, and it is 1-1. Lucky takes this one, grounds it hard over to short. Fielded by O'Connor. The flip over to second for the force. And that'll do it. So, Collegians tie this one up on the ground ball by Luke Pemberton. And through 3 full, it is 1-1 here at Scott Carpenter Park. Now batting for the Slammers, number 15, the catcher, Jack Carver, 15. All right, top half of the 4th for the Slammers, now in a tied ball game. First up is the catcher, Jack Carver. He sends one out into shallow right. And Hank Hemrick slides, but he can't come up with the catch with the second baseman, McNicholas, leaping over him. Maybe a little miscommunication from the Collegians out and right. Hemrick, a great effort to try and get over to the short blooper, but it'll go in as a bloop hit for Jack Carver to lead off this 4th inning for the Slammers. All right, so Caden Johnson, the right fielder, is the next man in.
Batting next, number 12, the right fielder, Caden Johnson, 12.
Next pitch from Calcayo, that's upstairs, and it is ball 2 to Caden Johnson. Two-one, runner is going. The numberless runner over at first. And McNicholas applies the tag. Was going to be a close play, but the ball slips out of his glove. And the numberless pinch runner over at first for Jack Carver has stolen second. Next pitch now from Calcayo. That one's in there for a strike. Good fastball there. And the count's 2-1 now to Caden Johnson, the right fielder. Next pitch now from Calcayo. That one's upstairs, and it's ball 4. Count was 3-1. Caden Johnson walks down to the open base at first. So 2 on and nobody out for the left fielder, Colton Gray.
Number 7, left fielder, Colton Gray, 7.
Gray popped up to the catcher his first time up out in foul territory. Was an excellent play by Rocco Casano. First pitch from Calcayo, down in the dirt, ball 1. First and second here, as Gray pops that one up left side. Acosta runs out of room, reaches the glove into the Collegians dugout, but just out of reach. And it's 1-1 now to Colton Gray. Looking to put the Slammers back in front here. Big opportunity in the top of the 4th with 2 on and nobody out. Runners both go here. Casano throw down to third is in time. Acosta leaps to make the catch and applies the tag. Athletic play over at third by Gavin Acosta and a nice pop throw by Rocco Casano. And the Collegians have their first out here in the 4th inning. It does go down as a stolen base for Caden Johnson, who advances over to second, his second stolen base of the ball game, but he is now the lone man on as Calcayo goes home and misses upstairs for ball 3. 3-1 to Colton Gray. One now from Calcayo. Colton Gray pops it up weakly in the infield. Pemberton running in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So Luke Pemberton, not a ton of reps at first, but fielding his position well so far in this one.
Batting next for the Slammers, number 8, the second baseman, Braden Harden, 8.
Braden Harbin, the second baseman, is the next man in. Flew out to right his first time up back in the second. That one's down in the dirt from Calcayo. Two outs here, top of the fourth. Game still tied 1-1. Solo shot by Jack Novak in the first. And an RBI from Luke Pemberton in the bottom half of the third. 1-0 from Calcayo. That one is sent high out into shallow right. Himrick moving in. And he's there for out number 3. So another leadoff runner for the Slammers, but can't get anything across, and the Collegians will come up in the fourth in a 1-1 tie.
For the Slammers, show.
Now batting for the Boulder Collisions, number 18, Jackson Bryant.
All right, bottom half of the fourth, it is Jackson Bryant in to lead it off for the Collegians. 5-6-7 due up. And Jeremy Bergeron still rolling out on the mound. Has just given up one unearned run so far. Bryant fouls the first pitch off into right field for strike one. Bergeron misses with this one outside, and it's 1-1 to Jackson Bryant. Grounded out to second his first time up. Had a great day on Monday against the Generals. 2 doubles in just the second game of the 2-game sweep for the Collegians. So a big bat for Bryant. He pops this one up, drifting foul, and it's going to get out of play as well. So 1-2 now to Jackson Bryant. Bryant tied for second in this Collegians lineup this year with 2 home runs. Bryant takes this one and chops it softly towards third, and it's foul. McKee over at third was playing with fire, not letting it drift foul, but got there just before he did. One, 2 now from Bergeron. Breaking ball. That one catches Bryant. Just couldn't quite get it to cut back toward the zone. And from 1-2 ahead, Bergeron loses the leadoff man, Jackson Bryant, who is now the go-ahead run on first.
For your Boulder Collisions, number 13, Braden Thompson.
Braden Thompson's up next as the Slammers pitching coach out to have a mound visit with Jeremy Bergeron. Not much to complain about for the performance of the right-hander thus far. So I'm not 100% sure what this is going to be about. But Bergeron remains in there. Quick visit out on the mound. And he will stay in there to face off against the Collegians left fielder. 0 for 1 today. Ground out to third back in the second inning. Bergeron goes over to first to check on Bryant. Nothing doing. And now the focus turns back to the hitter, Braden Thompson. First pitch in there for a strike. Good pitch by Bergeron. Doing a good job not getting behind in a ton of counts. Here's the 0-1. That one's in there, and Thompson fouls it straight back for 0-2. Still nobody out here, bottom of the fourth. Go-ahead run is on first for the Collegians as they look to pull in front of a pesky Slammers team.
When are the lights going on?
Collegians with a couple of lopsided wins over the Slammers earlier this year, but they have been much more competitive this evening as Bergeron goes over to first again to check on Bryant. That one's grounded over to third. The dive by McKee is not enough. Bryant's digging for third. He's going to get there. So it's a no-out hit for Braden Thompson, and the Collegians are in business now. Runners on the corners.
For your Boulder Collegian, number 3, Cash McNicholas.
Next up is Cash McNicholas for the Collegians. Struck out looking his first time up tonight. Still yet to record a hit on the season, as that one misses upstairs for ball 1. Has reached plenty of times, but next pitch, the 1-0 to McNicholas. He checks a swing, but cannot pull it back in time. And the count's even now, 1 apiece to McNicholas. Next pitch, McNicholas fouls this one off, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 now from Jeremy Bergeron. Runner goes from first. That one's down and away. There will be no throw down to second, so Braden Thompson's in with the stolen base. So 2 men in scoring position in this tie ball game here, bottom of the fourth. Nobody out for the Collegians. That one's ripped back up the middle by McNicholas for a base hit. Bryant in to score. Thompson coming around. Throw's going to be cut off. It's going to be a 2-run single for Cash McNicholas, and the Collegians lead 3-1.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegian, number 12, Hank Hemrick.
Next up, with still nobody out, is Hank Hemrick. Runner is on first. Boulder leading 3-1. After the 2-run single by Cash McNicholas, Hemrick swings through strike one from Jeremy Bergeron. The Collegians DH flew out to left in his first AB here tonight. That one's down in the dirt. Carver blocks it but can't find it, and McNicholas is going to get into second. There is some action now in the Slammers bullpen. Number 10, the lefty Cade Coons, is warming up after the 2-run fourth. And still nobody out here for the Collegians. That one hits Hemrick, so Bergeron starting to lose it a little bit here in the fourth as Hemrick, base was open down at first, and there will be 2 on here with nobody out.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 30, Rocco Casino.
And now before the catcher Rocco Casano, there's going to be a pitching change. So Bergeron is out. Cade Coons will step into this one with a 3-1 deficit.
Let's commend
We will see his
Jeremy
first
Bergeron with an excellent
AB
outing
when we come back.
today.
All right, welcome back. New pitcher is number 10, Cade Coons, the lefty, so a different look for this righty-heavy Collegian lineup. And Casano's going to lay down a bunt, but it is not a great one. Coons, nobody is covering any base. Was not a great bunt for Rocco Casano, but it'll go in as a hit, as there was nobody covering second or first.
Now
Coons didn't have anyone to throw
for
to.
your Boulder Collegians, number 5, Gavin Acosta.
Gavin Acosta is the leadoff man for the Collegians, in with the bases loaded, so a big chance to put Boulder out in front. Took strike one. Here's the next pitch from Coons. That one is Hits softly over to short, fielded by O'Connor for one, over to first, and Acosta beats it out. So that's the first out of the inning at second, but Acosta does a good job to leg out the double play, and he's in there with an RBI and a fielder's choice.
Now batting for your Boulder Collision, number 27, Matt Graff.
First pitch to Matt Graff is a breaking ball upstairs. Collegians now leading 4-1 after the RBI by Gavin Acosta. Runner goes here. Graff rips that one into right base hit. Himrick will score from third. Acosta was already stealing, so he'll get into third safely, and the runners are on the corners with one out. Good piece of hitting there by Matt Graff.
Now batting for your Boulder Collision, number 29, Luke Pemberton.
So the Collegians now ahead 5-0. And Graff is caught leaning, and he's in a pickle. Now the throw's over to Acosta. And everybody's running everywhere right now. Acosta's tagged out between third and home. That's out number 2. In the chaos, Matt Graff is over to third. And there is your daily Boulder Collegians base running blunder. So 2 outs now, 5-1. The runner is on third. And the first baseman, Luke Pemberton, is in now, needing a base hit to score a run. And he gets, no, back up the middle, but cut off by Harbin. But the throw is wide, so the run will score. Pemberton is into first. Graff comes around to score.
Now batting for your Boulder Collision, number 17, Cole Lucky.
So a bit of an anomaly now, as Luke Pemberton has reached on an error in all 3 of his plate appearances tonight. But picks up the RBI on that one, his second RBI. And the Collegians now lead 6-1. 5 of those 6 coming here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs now for Cole Lucky. 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base for Lucky so far in this one. Coons comes home and misses, so 2-0 now to Lucky. Coons takes a long look over at Pemberton. Now home with the 2-0, and it's up and away for ball 3, so Coons behind now, as this one is starting to get away from the Slammers here in the 4th. Coons now with the 3-0. Fastball just catches the corner. Good spot. Lucky didn't appear to be swinging regardless. So 3-1 now to Lucky. Pemberton did steal 2 bags earlier, so wouldn't be shocked to see him going soon. But Lucky sends that one on a line out to right field. And the right fielder, Caden Johnson, is under it for out number 3. So a big inning for your Boulder Collegians. They score 5, and they now lead 6-1.
For the Slammers, number 16, the center fielder, Braylon Bell, 16.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Number 16, Braden Bell, the center fielder, is going to be the next man up for the Slammers, who have some work to do now to dig out of this 6-1 hole. And Bell swings through that one. It is strike 2. Oh, 2 now to Bell. Struck out his first time up, looking to avoid the same fate here. And the breaking ball from Caden Calcayo misses up and in. Here's the 1-2 now from Calcayo. That one swung on and missed. Braden Bell down on strikes for the second time tonight. And we've got a quick out here in the 5th. Strikeout number 6 for Caden Calcayo on the evening through 4 1/3. And the lineup flips over for the Slammers as Liam O'Connor steps in. First pitch from Calcayo to O'Connor, fouled off, strike 1. Oh, 1 to O'Connor now. That one's grounded over to short. Bryant, not his usual position, but no trouble. And he throws over to Pemberton at first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Caden Calcayo and the Collegians here in the 5th as Bo McKee steps in for the Slammers.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 1, third baseman, Bo McKee. 1.
All right, Bo McKee looking to get a 2-out rally going for the Slammers. And he swings to strike 1. Good pitch from Calcayo. Decent amount of base traffic on Calcayo so far today, but he's done a great job getting out of it. Still just the 1 run on the solo homer back in the 1st, but has thrown stellar shutout ball since then. One and 1 now to Bo McKee. That one's down low, and it's 2 and 1. That one is ripped by McKee over to third. Bad hop. Great adjustment by Acosta, and he throws over to first for out number 3. How about the reaction by Gavin Acosta? And through 4.5 innings, the Collegians still leading 6-1.
For your Boulder Collegians, the third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant, 18.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the bottom of the fifth. Jackson Bryant, the third baseman, is in for the Collegians. Is 0 for 1 in this one, but was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the big fourth inning, where Boulder really asserted themselves in this one. And he sends this one out to center. No problem for Braden Bell out there. And
now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, the left fielder from Arvada, Colorado, soon to be attending Adams State University, Braden Thompson, 13.
so one out here for Cade Coons in the bottom of the fifth as Braden Thompson steps in for Boulder. (1-0) to Thompson, grounded right back to Coons, but look at the reflexes on the Slammers relief man as he flips it over to first for out number 2. Nice play there from Coons.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 3, the second baseman from Spring, Texas, attending Houston Christian University, Cash McNicholas, 3.
All right, next up for Boulder, number 3, Cash McNicholas, the second baseman. 1 for 2 in this one so far, but got Boulder started with a 2-run single back in the fourth to give them a lead that they have not given up yet. He takes strike 1 from Coons. Here's the next pitch, and that one hits him. No, did it hit him? It did not. Just down in the dirt. Skipped in there from Coons, and it's 1-1. That one is down low from Coons, and it's 2-1. McNicholas swings through a big fastball from Coons up in the zone. And it is 2-2 now to Cash McNicholas. Here's the 2-2. That one's sent out to center. Bell is moving back. It's carrying on him. And he can't make the catch. So McNicholas is going to get into second on the error. A pretty rough error for Braden Bell out there. Took a couple of steps in. Had to try and sprint back to recover. And his catch attempt falling to the ground is unsuccessful. So the inning stays alive.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 12. The right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, attending Bradley University, Hank Hemrick, 12.
Next man in for the Collegians is Hank Hemrick. Let's see if they can capitalize on the error. Hemrick swings and just barely nicks the first pitch for strike 1. And now the catcher Carver calls time to go have a chat. Colin Kim, 24.
Colin Kim. Replacing.
Bo McKee.
Now replacing Bo McKee at third base is number 24, Colin Kim, 24.
All right, as you heard from the wonderful public address man here at Scott Carpenter Park, Dan Pino, there has been a change in the field for the Slammers. Number 24, Colin Kim, is in at third for Bo McKee. Count still 0-1 here with 2 down in the bottom of the fifth to Hank Hemrick. Cash McNicholas on second after the E8. That one down low from Coons, but a good block by Carver. So 1-1 to Hemrick now. Good breaking ball there from Coons. Had Hemrick a little confused, and it's 1-2. One strike away from getting out of this one with no damage is Cade Coons. Hemrick takes that one just foul down the first base line, and it's still 1-2. All right, another 1-2 now for Hank Hemrick. McNicholas dancing around over at second. Coons goes home anyway, and he gets Hemrick swinging with a big fastball down in the zone. Nice pitch there from Cade Coons. And despite the error out in center with 2 outs, the inning is over with no damage. Collegians leading through 5 full, 6-1.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers in the top of the 6th inning, number 5, the designated hitter, Jack Novak, 5.
All right, Collegian fans, welcome back for the top of the 6th. Collegians still with a 6-1 lead over the Slammers. And number 5, Jack Novak, in as the heart of the order is due up in this one. Slammers need to start cutting into that deficit. As Novak pops this one up in the infield. Cash McNicholas calling for it. And he's there for out number 1. Reminder that this game is 9 innings without the doubleheader, not 7 like we usually see.
Now batting for the Slammers, number 23, the first baseman, Jackson Phillips, 23.
Jackson Phillips, the first baseman, is next. Slammers cleanup man takes strike 1 from Caden Calcayo on a nice fastball. Just catches the outside corner. Oh, 1 now from Calcayo. That one swung on and missed by Phillips. Good pitch there from Calcayo. Phillips 0 for 1, ground out and a walk in this one. And swing and a miss, so 3 pitches, and Jackson Phillips tosses the bat in frustration as he is retired on strikes. Strikeout number 7 for Caden Calcayo.
Now,
And there's 2 down.
now pinch hitting for the Slammers, number 4, Campbell Frank, 4.
So pinch hitting in for Jack Carver is the new Slammers catcher, Campbell Framke. Interestingly enough, Framke actually played for the Collegians on Monday against the Generals. Grounds this one over to third. Acosta makes the throw on the run for out number 3.
Beautiful play by Acosta for out number 3.
Good inning for Caden Calcayo, 1, 2, 3. And he is through 6 full. Just 1 run allowed, and your Collegians still in front 6-1.
Number 8, the catcher from Sirius, California, Sergio Solis, 8.
All right, welcome back, everybody, for the bottom of the 6th. Sergio Solis, the pinch hitter, wasting no time here in the bottom of the 6th. Pinch hitting for the catcher, Rocco Casano. And Solis takes the first pitch and wastes no time. Rips a double out into left field off the wall. So the Collegians with a runner in scoring position here to start off the sixth. Gavin Acosta's in next with nobody out, and Solis out on second. And Acosta takes the first pitch, grounds it over to second, and it hops up high on the second baseman, Braden Harbin. And Acosta's in safely.
That was Gavin Acosta. He's on first base right now. Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 27 from Scottsdale, Arizona, designated hitter Matt Graff. 27.
Matt Graff, the DH, in now. Runners on the corners and nobody out. And Graff squares around a bunt, but that one is right at him. He just ducks out of the way. Work to do here now for Cade Coons, who is trailing by 5 runs, and the Collegians are threatening to add to it here. Graff grounds this one over to second, and that one takes another bad hop. Run's going to score. Acosta's heading for third, and he's in there. So an RBI single for Matt Graff. Solis is across to score, and the Collegians now lead 7-1.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 29, the first baseman from Boulder, Colorado, Luke Pemberton.
Second RBI of the day for Matt Graff. Gives the Collegians a 7-1 lead. And Coons now still with work to do here. Runners on the corners. Luke Pemberton in. Has reached on an error all 3 times he has been to the plate tonight. Also has a couple of RBIs and a couple of stolen bases as Coons checks on Graff a couple of times, knowing that the Boulder DH likely wanting to run at some point here. First pitch now to Pemberton. That one is fouled off right side for strike 1. New arm in the pen for the Slammers is number 32, Nolan Ackerman. Another lefty for the Slammers. Coons now home with the 0-1 to Pemberton. Fouled off again, right side, and the Boulder first baseman behind 0-2. Two-strike pitch now from Coons. That one swung on and missed. Really good breaking ball with a lot of bite on it from Cade Coons. And Luke Pemberton's down on strikes for out number 1.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 17, the center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, attending Bradley University, Cole Lucky, 17.
So 1 out, and runners still on the corners as Cole Lucky steps in. 0 for 2 in this one so far. 0 for 2 with a walk. Coons still very concerned with Graff over at first, as Lucky's way behind the fastball on the first pitch, and that is strike 1. Oh, 1 now to Lucky. That one's down low, 1-1. Graff going as it skips away from the new catcher, Framke. So, Graff advances on the wild pitch, and there's 2 men in scoring position for Lucky now. Coons steps off this time. Back into the full windup is the lefty. See if he gets to finish this inning with Ackerman out in the pen. Here's the 1-1. That one's fouled off by Lucky, strike 2. One and two now coming from Coons. That one's upstairs. Nice snag by Framke on a fastball over his head. And Lucky's back even now, 2 apiece. Lucky the leading RBI man for Boulder. And he swings through strike 3. A great pitch down in the dirt there from Cade Coons, and his second consecutive strikeout has put him in a position to get out of this inning with minimal damage.
Now batting for Boulder Collegians, number 18, third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, attending Missouri Western State University, Jackson Bryant, 18.
All right, Jackson Bryant is the next man in for the Collegians. Fouls off the first pitch from Coons. Big RBI chance for Bryant here, who's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch, scored a run. Oh, 1 now from Coons. That one, good breaking ball from Coons. Has a lot of bite on that off-speed pitch. Bryant way out in front of it, fouls it off, 0-2. Oh, 2 outs. Acosta's going to try and steal home. Fastball's in there for strike 3 anyways, so Acosta was tagged out, but not before Bryant struck out. So 4 outs in the inning, if you want to look at it that way for the Slammers. Collegians get 1 across. They lead 7-1.
Right fielder, Caden Johnson. 12.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Number 12, Caden Johnson, is the first man up for the Slammers. Johnson having a good day so far. 1 for 1, reached twice, once on a walk and once on a base hit. Stole a base each time around for the Slammers, and he will need to get on here in the top of the 7th if the Slammers want any chance of coming back in this one. New pitcher for the Collegians is CJ Pino, number 15 out of San Francisco, California.
I'll do a Harry carry. I'll try to.
Pino been one of the more reliable arms out of the bullpen for the Collegians this year. Has a very low ERA coming out of the Boulder pen. And he's quickly ahead 0-2 on Caden Johnson. It's a big changeup for opponents whenever Pino comes in the game. Throws a lot of off-speed stuff. And coming off the backs of the many hard-throwing Collegians, he catches a lot of hitters off guard. Misses with that one. Back to the backstop, 1-2. That one just misses as well, so Pino now a couple of balls in a row, and it's 2-2. Six innings full for Caden Calcayo on the evening, as Pino finds the breaking ball up in the zone. Strike 3 called, and Caden Johnson down on strikes for out number 1.
Now batting for the Colorado Slammers, number 7, the left fielder, Colton Gray. 7.
Colton Gray in next. Couple of pop-outs for the left fielder tonight, 0 for 2. As the first pitch from Pino's inside for ball 1. As I was saying, 6 innings for Caden Calcayo. Just the 1 run allowed on the solo shot by Jack Novak back in the first. But Calcayo really settled in and rolled from there. Nothing else allowed. And struck out 7. And currently in line for the win, assuming the Collegians can hang on to this 7-1 lead. 2-0 from Pino. That's in there for a strike. Good pitch. Gray does not offer, and it's 2-1. Another breaking ball just barely catches the bat of Gray, and it's fouled off, 2-2. Pino now sends one in there. 2 strikes sent out to left field. Braden Thompson moving in. He's under it, and that is out number 2. So CJ Pino off to a good start here in the 7th.
Now batting for the Slammers, number 0, Money.
There is now a hitter in the box for the Slammers. He does not have a number, so not sure who exactly it is. The spot was formerly held by the second baseman Braden Harbin, so it is a pinch hitter for Harbin out at second. Harbin was 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts. And that one from Pino's fouled off. And just going to sneak out of play. And the count's 2-1 now. Pino, that one gets away from him and it hits the unknown Slammers batter in the helmet. So here with 2 outs, the Slammers have a base runner.
Now batting for the Slammers, number 2.
And there is yet another anonymous hitter now in for the Slammers. As Pino starts him off with strike 1. Pinch hitting for the center fielder, Braden Bell, who came in 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts to this AB. We do still have the shortstop Liam O'Connor in the on-deck circle, so not all has been lost in the Slammers lineup here tonight. Count 1-1 now. Pino goes over to first, and that one is not in time, so attention turns back to the hitter, 1-1. That one fouled off, and Pino now 1 strike away from ending the 7th inning, count 1-2. One two's upstairs from Pino. That one down low on the 2-2, so the count's full. And a good AB here from Slammers Batter X. We're just going to keep coming up with different names for him. That one is ball 4. Runner was going, but it is a walk. So now there are 2 nameless Slammers on the bases here with 2 outs as the lineup flips over, and number 2, Liam O'Connor, steps in.
We have the number 2, shortstop, Liam O'Connor, 2.
O'Connor 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base in this one. Checks a swing, but sends it softly over to second. McNicholas fields it and steps on the bag for out number 3. So, hit by pitch and a walk for Pino with 2 outs, but no trouble. He's in and out. No runs allowed. Collegians still leading in the middle of 7. 7-1.
For the Slammers,
All right, welcome back, everybody. Time for the bottom of the 7th. Braden Thompson in to lead it off for the Collegians. 6, 7, 8 due up for Boulder, as they are still comfortably in front, 7-1 against the Slammers here.
now pitching.
Thompson down 0-2 quickly here.
Now pitching for Slammers, number 32, Griffin Luke.
That one's upstairs, fastball.
Batting for your Collegians, number 13, Braden Thompson. 13.
So Thompson behind 1 and 2 to the new Slammers pitcher, number 32, Griffin Huitt. And Thompson swings and misses strike 3, so a good start for Huitt on the mound. And there's one down here in the 7th.
Now batting for your Collegians, number 3, the second baseman from Spring, Texas, Cash McNicholas. 3.
Cash McNicholas is next for the Collegians. He is 1 for 3 with a 2-run single on the evening. In to face Huitt for the first time tonight. And McNicholas swings through that one. So the count now 1-1 to the Boulder second baseman, Cash McNicholas. And McNicholas hammers that one down the left field line. It's going to get down fair, and it's back to the wall. McNicholas heading for second. He's going to get there with a stand-up double. Nice piece of hitting there from Cash McNicholas. And the Collegians are in business here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 12, the right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, Hank Henrik.
Hank Hemrick 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run back in the 4th. RBI chance here for Hemrick with the runner, Cash McNicholas, on second and just 1 out. Huitt misses with a breaking ball down low to Hemrick. Starts him off with ball 1. Now from Huitt. Hemrick takes a big cut at that one, but cannot connect. And it's 1-1. More bullpen action for the Slammers. It's number 5, Jack Novak. As Hemrick swings through a pitch for strike 2. One-two now to Hank Hemrick. Here comes Huitt. Hemrick swings and misses badly at a breaking ball, but it's going to be a drop third strike. Ball's back to the backstop. McNicholas rounding third and heading home. He is going to score. So, not something you see very often there. Hemrick reaches first on the drop third strike. McNicholas gets 2 bags. The catcher Framke didn't see it at first. Collegians now leading 8-1.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 8 from Sirius, California, Sergio Solis. 8.
Sergio Solis is in now for the Collegians. Still just 1 out. And that one misses from Huitt down low. Boulder ahead 8-1 here. Solis 1 for 1 after being inserted in the middle of this one for Rocco Cassano. Doubled and scored a run in the 6th. Next one from Huitt, sent out to right. The right fielder moving back, Caden Johnson, he makes the catch for out number 2. And the lineup will flip over now.
Hey, 6, side, trying to provide for me.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 5 from Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Acosta. 5.
2 outs, runner still on first. Gavin Acosta in. Hemrick is running here. That one is down and away for a ball. The throw down is not in time. Himrick in there with the theft. And 1-0 to Gavin Acosta. Acosta is 1 for 3 on the evening. RBI and a run scored after being inserted for the injured Hunter Hirayama. Just out with some quad tightness is Hirayama. Nothing serious. And Acosta in his place ahead 2-0. Next one, that's down low, so Acosta in business now, ahead 3-0. Swung on by Acosta. And the numberless second baseman is underneath it for out number 3. So Collegians get one across here in the 7th. Their lead through 7 now, 8-1. Everyone after 7 innings with the Collegians leading 8-1. There is lightning above us here at Scott Carpenter Park, so the umps have stopped the game, I believe temporarily. I'm not 100% sure what the precautions or the protocols are for lightning delay, but we will stay on stream for now, and I will keep you guys updated with any updates that I receive up here in the box. Thank you.
They're ganging up on it.
All right, everyone. We are still in a lightning delay. From my understanding, the protocol is 30 minutes after the last strike, which they're coming. There's a lot of lightning right now, so I'm not sure. It will likely be a while before we are back on. If we are on, my personal guess is that we're not going to be. So I am going to end the stream for now because it'll be at least 30 more minutes. If the game resumes, we will be back up on stream on YouTube. But if not, Collegians are up 8-1 through 7. Caden Calcao currently in line for the win. As you can see the lightning out in left field there. Jeremy Bergeron would get the loss for the Slammers should the result hold. Collegians would improve to 21-4-1 on the year. Slammers would drop to 6-12-2. The Collegians' next outing is Saturday evening here at Scott Carpenter Park for a doubleheader against the Greeley Grays. Until then, if I am not back on in a little bit, I hope everyone has a fun and safe next couple of days, and we will be back on Saturday with another stream. Until then, my name is Troy Finnegan, play-by-play man for your Boulder Collegians, and thank you everyone for watching and listening.